All right, everybody, it has been a crazy 24 hours with Donald Trump at his campaign rally yesterday. I'm sure everyone has heard by now. A shooter tried to take his life. They calling it an assassination attempt. And the news cycle has been crazy the last 24 hours about the shooter, others that may have been hurt, Donald's condition, the motive, people throwing up so many different opinions on it. Some people are saying it may not even be real, so that's they're reaching out there. So it's definitely the hottest topic right now. Uh, this hasn't happened since 1981, they say, with Ronald Reagan, to be exact. March 30th, 1981, in D.C. They tried to assassinate President Reagan. It was a failed attempt, obviously. So this is the first time in 43 years that someone has tried to take the life of a presidential candidate or the president. So 1981, 2024, Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump. And so it's definitely history repeating itself again. You know, Trump is still alive and well at this point. You saw the images of his ear. Something may have grazed it. He was bleeding after Secret Service rushed to cover him. So for any type of maybe second bullet that may have tried to be fired, they rushed in. The video's all online, and yeah, it's been definitely a big story. And I don't know how it shifts the voting. If this is, I honestly think this will probably make people even more sympathetic to Trump, or just more curious as to why they would try and take him out. Others have said, with Biden having his talking points where he's been calling the president of Ukraine Putin and calling his vice president Trump instead of Kamala Harris, and people blaming that on his age. Some have said that this attempt to take out Trump is because they know Biden can't win, and so the only other way to win is to make sure Trump is no longer here. And so, a lot of people throwing their theories out there in terms of why they would try and take Trump's life. Uh, More information has come out, so here's a little bit about what's known so far about the situation. So going here, it says what happened. The rally, Trump was in Butler, Pennsylvania, and he appeared to be a target of an assassination attempt. And his ear was covered in blood. They removed him from the stage, the Secret Service agents, and they sent the suspect, Thomas Matthew Crooks. He's also from Pennsylvania, Bethel Park. He opened fire on Saturday before Secret Service killed him. And they believe his weapon was bought for him by his father. So that's a whole other thing about these people and how they get access to these weapons 6 months ago. So that would put it in January. No motive is known. The president, Trump, was not shot in the ear, but the blood we saw came from glass fragments from a teleprompter that I guess the bullet hit, and that caused the bleeding on Trump. But that information has not been confirmed. Trump's condition, they say he's doing fine and he's at a hospital and that he's safe, and he is still planning July 15th. That's the start of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He plans to be there and speak. I know the security will definitely be on high alert on July 15th after what happened on Saturday, on the July 12th. So it's definitely all eyes are going to be there in terms of what Trump is going to have to say and how he's going to fit this into his campaign. I'm sure he'll probably come out saying that he's still here, he's still strong, that they tried to take him out, but they couldn't, and that he's still pushing towards the White House. I'm pretty sure he'll use this whole situation as a way to, capitalize on it and help himself look better on his campaign trail. The last time this happened in 1981 with Reagan, I wasn't even born. I was born in 1985. So this is the first time of this happening in my lifetime, seeing someone running for president actually be the target of an assassination attempt. Now it's a little bit different, whereas Reagan was the sitting president and Trump is trying to become president again, but still, I think it's on the same level. And so it's definitely making history again. I want to play this video that has some more updates, and you can actually see Trump after the shooting. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Here we go.
Former President Trump walking off his plane hours after surviving this assassination attempt.
Something that said, take a look at what happened.
Shots ringing out as President Trump ducks down. Secret Service agents rush to his side, forming a protective shield. Other officers in tactical gear, armed with long guns, post up at the front of the stage.
Hold, when you're ready, on you. Ready, move!
Trump's security detail lifting him up from the ground as he raises his fist, his ear and face bloodied, gesturing to the crowd. The Secret Service then moving him into an awaiting SUV. Another angle showing Secret Service agents reacting to the shots. The former president posting on his Truth Social account that he, quote, was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. This stunning photo from the New York Times capturing what appears to be a bullet on the right-hand side of the image whizzing by the former president's ear.
If he had not moved his head at that nick of time, it could have been a lot worse.
Mr. Trump extending his condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured.
The man beside me suffered a gunshot wound to the head, was instantly killed.
President Biden, who learned about the tragic events, condemned the shooting.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this.
This video shows the body of the alleged assassin on the roof of a building, his spot just roughly 150 yards from where Mr. Trump was speaking. One witness telling BBC News he saw the shooter.
We noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police are like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
Early this morning, the FBI identifying the alleged gunman as Thomas Matthew Crooks, 20 years old, of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. But why he allegedly wanted to kill former President Trump, still unclear. The FBI now leading an investigation involving the Secret Service, ATF, and state and local law enforcement on the ground in Butler, Pennsylvania. The alleged gunman killing one spectator and gravely injuring 2 others.
This evening we had what we're calling an assassination attempt against our former president, Donald Trump.
Now, as for those 2 other victims, officials really haven't released a lot of information about them, just their condition, that they were both gravely injured in this shooting. That's about all we know about those 2 people. We do know they are being treated. We can't say enough when you look at all those videos, how many rally goers actually went and tried to help those 2 victims, carrying them down the stands and right over to ambulances, even though they were in danger as well. We also want to mention one more thing. We were able to locate the roof where the alleged assassin was crouched in. There's a massive law enforcement presence around that building right now. They've set up what appears to be some type of ladder so investigators can get up on the roof. Of course, they're collecting so much information and evidence this morning. Willie and Savannah.
All right, Tom Yamas right there at the scene of the rally.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to Today.
Okay, so there you have it. That's a little bit more of a detail on the situation. They still haven't released the picture of the alleged shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks. They still just had a placeholder as an image. And so I'm not sure how he even got into the rally. I'm not sure if there were tickets for the rally or it was free for anyone to get in. They're saying there was a ladder that he used to get on top of that building and set up to try and fire the shot at Trump. So it's there's no motive they have right now for why he would do that. Like I've just heard other people on the internet talking about they feel this is a Trump is going to win, so they feel they have to take him out in order for that not to happen. So it's a whole take him out so Joe can win type of theory that people have about this alleged shooter. So yeah, it's we definitely haven't heard the last of it. I think more information will come out over this week, and I think that's going to bring more eyes on the Republican National Convention on July 15th. It's 4 days, July 15th through the 18th, all in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And then, of course, the Democratic Convention is sometime in August in Chicago, Illinois. So July, then August. So yeah, this is definitely, you know, crazy. I don't know how you all feel about it. What other information you've seen on it and your own theories on why it was happening, where you stand on the whole Biden versus Trump. Definitely breaking news. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts on it are. You know, good, bad, indifferent. If you think they'll try it again, uh, is this shooter a lone wolf or are there others? And he was just sent in. That's another thing. So let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if any other breaking news with Trump happens or just with the whole presidential campaign, I will definitely be making a video on it to keep my people informed and put my thoughts on it and let me know what you all think. I'm out for now.